No shirt, no shoes, no face covering, no service. The biggest city in the country has made mask wearing mandatory for all indoor public spaces and public transportation. Ottawa has already joined Toronto. Montreal is right behind. In Newfoundland and Labrador, public health officials recommend wearing a mask, but the choice is largely up to you. So, what are people choosing? Let's do an experiment.
Okay, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to park at 3 different grocery stores in St. John's, sit there for 30 minutes, count the people exiting the store, and record whether they are wearing masks or not wearing masks. I'm going to exclude store employees and children, but otherwise, keep it simple. Just observe and record. Of course, this is not at all a scientific approach, so let's bring in someone who does know the science on mask wearing.
My name's Donna Morleo. I'm a professor at Memorial University Faculty of Nursing.
As you go about your daily life, what is your impression of mask wearing right now?
I think there's a lot of uncertainty in this province about whether people need to be wearing masks or not. So I think I'm seeing a little bit less mask wearing than I did certainly a couple of months ago.
What do you think of my approach of just counting people at the grocery store as a way to measure this?
I think as long as it's interpreted as I was at the store today and that was today, that was the snapshot, that was today, that's it. I can't generalize to the store down the street or around the corner. I think you would need a wider sampling to be able to draw any real conclusions. It gives you a starting point for the discussion.
For what it's worth, in 30 minutes I counted 161 people exiting a Dominion store. 43 were wearing masks, 27%, or roughly 1 in 4 people. At Coleman's, I counted 97 people walking out over 30 minutes. 24 of them were wearing masks. That's 25%, 1 in 4 again. At Costco, I counted 325 people leaving in 30 minutes, but 145 were wearing masks. That's 45%, almost half of all customers. The big difference here is that Costco is offering every customer a free mask right at the door. So on the one hand, it seems like this simple strategy can really increase mask wearing. On the other hand, while I was watching, a solid half of the customers still chose not to wear a mask, even when they could have picked one up for free. Morleo says there are medical reasons why a person may choose not to wear a mask, but whatever a person chooses, casting judgment is the wrong way to go.
The idea is let's not shame those who are not wearing masks because we don't know what their circumstances are. I think the other side of the coin is we also have to stop shaming or belittling people who are wearing a mask.
In Toronto, a small group of people protested the city's mask policy, openly not wearing masks on the subway. In this province, government says that following the big cities with a mandatory mask policy isn't being considered, for now.
Certainly, the expectation is that if you're in a public space and you can't maintain physical distancing of at least 6 feet, that you would wear a mask. The compliance with mask wearing is not as high as we'd like to see. I certainly haven't seen a lot of it myself when I've been out around.
Some businesses, like Ethereal Boutique in St. John's, are setting their own rules and requiring all customers to wear a mask. Donna Morleo says we should all try to get the numbers up, and soon.
I don't know if people realize that as we open up, more and more are coming in from outside of the province. Some of them are going to be carrying the virus. And so that's how it enters society. So as we move forward over the next few weeks and months, it's going to become increasingly important to contain the virus and to wear masks. And I think that's what's happening in the bigger cities right now.
Zach Gowdy, CBC News, St. John's.